Canada is many different things. The Arctic in the north, vast and full of unexpected life. The ancient forests of British Columbia. I don't have to tell any of you here this afternoon that nature is under threat. In fact, it's under attack. The job we're doing as a world just isn't good enough. It's as simple as that. Until we agree that we should stop species from going extinct, until we agree that our water should be clean and our air should be clean, until we agree that it matters that forests, grasslands, jungles endure, we cannot guarantee a future for our kids.
Right.
Take a breath.
Do you see what you're doing here? Take a moment. Look around. Look at this scene that is happening.
Well, the trees can't speak for themselves, but you
Who
can.
are you? What is this? Who are you protecting?
And you saw what the cops did to yourself and other people.
Who are you protecting?
So today, the enforcement at Fairy Creek has been super heavy and so much arrests have happened. By 11 o'clock, it was over 20. A lot of BIPOC people were arrested.
Operate with that spirit. They take our friends because we're violent. No, don't
From the narwhal there, that there's been a 2-year deferral on logging in Fairy Creek and the Walbran Valley. The question has to be asked, why are RCMP flying $3,000 an hour helicopters over our head? Why are they arresting people digging up human beings with backhoes? Go home. Go home. We'll leave when you leave. No more roads into Fairy Creek.
wanna go home to this home.
That's it for me. Show us down at Lake Cowichan and Oppenheimer.
Who are you protecting? Can you look in the mirror? I dare you. Yeah?
Yeah.
How do you feel?
Doing my job.
Doing your job. A job is a choice, my friend. What you're doing here is a choice.
We need to move back.
You're gonna get arrested. You're gonna get obstruction.
You're under arrest right now.
This is your last warning.
Look at yourself.
Okay, you're under arrest. Obstruction.
Drop.
Resisting. Why are you so aggressive? You're hurting.
Please behind the light.
I'm the legal observer.
We have another few.
Something we stay back.
I couldn't see her behind the door.
Okay.
What?
Are you gonna cooperate?
Yeah, I will cooperate.
We're not going to jail because we did anything wrong, because we didn't. It's about making sure that other people don't go to such dire extremes to try to protect the forest. They do it in a proper, civilized, protesting manner. Justice system, the court system, is very, very, very biased towards Indigenous people in Canada and towards Black people and towards people of color in general. And the justice system is geared towards just making it happen as fast as possible and not taking people's lives into account. When people end up in the industrial prison complex system, it's because their communities have failed them. It's because society has failed them. It's not because they're bad people. Prison isn't a place where bad people go. Prison is a place where a totally messed up colonial capitalist system has been abusing certain members of our community for generations, and they end up unable to navigate themselves out of that poverty prison cycle.
You treat us like we're criminals, and you know what? We're going to get what's coming to us from the court system. But out here, we're also treated like less than human. Because you think that we're out here just randomly, some hippies doing some shit, when there's 600 people who have been arrested for this cause. And when that happens, it's not time for the RCMP to keep breaking their own laws to arrest us. It's time for the government to change what they're doing. Because this isn't just a rabble of a few people. This is a huge movement. And the only way you can overcome us is by creating false rules, by creating your exclusion zones, which we have proven to be illegal, and you're enforcing them still. And you're here breaking your own laws in order to break down a movement that shouldn't be broken down by you. It should be broken down by a government that changes the way they act. A government that promised old growth reform, released a report that condemned them harshly, and then upped the old growth annual allowable cut by 43%. That's the government that we're fighting against right now. And so you're here. No, we voted in on a promise that they lied to, and we are here to change that. And that is what you're seeing. This is our voice, and we are righteous right now. And you can crush us because that's what your job is.
Preaching time over. Let's go. Line's moving.
Do it with an aggression that's beyond that.
The line, then you're gonna
And that's what's disrespectful.
Let's go.
Hey,
families, every single one of them. When Indigenous youth are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! When Indigenous youth are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! When Indigenous youth are under attack, what do we do? Stand up, fight back! When Indigenous women are under attack, what do we do?
Chris! Spoons!
Hell, I was smiling. Hell, the sun was shining. I found a reason to go on, Is it wrong? Oh, well, it's depressed you. Oh, well, you say
My hands!
well, then I cried.
Well, then I cried.
And I found that I had left my home. I left my home to be alone. And found my feet were shackled to a world I've never known.
That you are risking the health of elders who are willing to walk 4 kilometers because you will not allow a vehicle to go up, which we brought with us, within the terms of the rulings by Judge Thompson. So we're being very clear with you that we think that what you're doing is unlawful, and nevertheless we are going to walk through.
Okay.
Logging road in the intense heat because they will not allow our vehicle to go through, which under the terms of the Judge Thompson writings, we should be allowed to do.
I don't see any work happening here.
So what I'm trying to do, if you guys don't mind, so they have created an exclusion zone here. No one will be able to pass past this point. This is where they're actively working. Where are they actively working?
No, they're not actively working.
Okay, so we understand that you're saying that this is a new exclusion zone being set up.
Yes.
Just in the last 10 minutes or so.
Well, prior to your arrival.
Okay, so we want to talk to you about the exclusion zone.
What I can tell you is that the commanders know that this line is in place. They're in discussions with our lawyers, and they're interpreting the law. And for the time being, I am going to say that this line is going to stay in place. It may change in the near future, in the distant future. I'm not sure. We're waiting to hear what's going to happen. But for the time being, that's all I can really tell you. I know. I guess you're trying to. I'm not in a position where I can make this argument. You know, we're not in front of a judge, and I'm not a lawyer, and maybe you are, but.
No, I'm actually not a lawyer, but I'm actually fairly familiar with the judgment.
I know, but what I guess I'm getting at is we're not going to.
He says these exclusion zones of this sort are unlawful. I don't know what kind of.
Surprised that you would choose the hottest, least shaded section of the uphill road to establish this minutes before we arrived. Shame on you. Shame on.
This is the line that was dedicated by the commander, who's allowed for an appropriate.
It's supposed to be meters, not kilometers.
What's the name of your commander?
It's Charney, Commander Charney.
Charney.
Yeah. If this stuff needs to be moved quick for an emergency, it needs to be moved quick.
And we need shade. We need shade right now.
Right? So on behalf of the elders, I'm just informing you that we do not accept that this is a legal exclusion line. In fact, we believe that it's an unlawful line. We've repeated that to you. And because it's unlawful, some of us will be crossing that line. I'm informing you that right now.
Okay, so you can come back with us. You're under arrest.
He has something
It doesn't
to
matter.
say.
He's been arrested.
Yeah,
These trees have lived for centuries, giving air and shelter to big and small. These are oldest elders, let them live. We can't let the last ones fall. These are oldest elders, let them live. We can't let the last.
This is July 20th decision from Justice Thompson. It says the court found the establishment of geographically and temporally expansive exclusion zones, as well as the practice of stopping and searching people entering, were not reasonably necessary to carry out the arrest and removal duty. The police do have some discretion to establish perimeters to ensure their safety when making arrests, but such perimeters would be measured in meters. Repeat with me. Meters, not kilometers. Did you clearly hear that? In short, the police did not have legal authority to establish the exclusion zones, and the practice was therefore unlawful. It is you who's breaking the law.
Yes, it is.
Sorry, jump over. Jump over.
We love her, the earth is our mother. Run.
Okay. Are you willing to listen to the whole thing? I can read our entire summary if you want. Yeah, okay. The RCMP has not established that the police actions under examination are reasonably necessary for either of the duties they assert. It follows that the RCMP do not have legal authority for these actions. The actions are unlawful. You don't care. The RCMP are empowered to direct or restrict the movement of traffic in and around the injunction area, but they may take these actions only to the extent necessary to permit the safe arrest and removal of persons disobeying the court order.
The obstructions on the road will be removed, hopefully and very peacefully. There's no timeline. We're just doing this very slowly, methodically, and it will take step by step. Everything has to be done safely as much as we can.
My concern is these people. I would like to have line of sight. I know they're friends. I'd like to have line of
I
sight.
can't explain anymore, and I'm sorry I have to end the conversation.
Okay.
What's the rush? DLT earlier said that you are not in any rush to extract people or any rush today.
No, okay,
This is
we're
what-
not in a rush to so somebody gets hurt.
I know, but why are we in a rush right now? We're just having a conversation.
Yeah.
There's no rush.
We just need to establish the exclusion zone. That's right. But I'm not going to no longer stand because you're tying up my time.
Well, we need to give us time to communicate at least before.
This time is to ensure everyone's safety, so we're not wasting time. This is to ensure the safety of people.
All you have to do is to move behind the exclusion zone and back up the vehicles. There's no other debate.
This is not within reason. This is unlawful.
Shame on you.
Keep
moving.
Where's their line going? This is an unlawful move to the exclusion line.
Shame on you.
You have blood on your hands and you don't care.
I love my job.
Shame on you. And violent. Being violent.
What the fuck? This way, guys. This way. That way.
They don't even know which way to call the people. This is...
Stop! Stop! Stop!
You will be held accountable.
What is wrong with you people? What in the hell is wrong with you?
The RCMP's authority to limit access to certain areas must be temporarily, geographically, and logistically responsive to the circumstances. Do you think that being 5 kilometers away from arrest is reasonably, geographically, any of those things?
We need a legal observer down there immediately. Do you not hear those cries and screams? People are being brutally
They need media there.
Please.
Can I go and you go there?
How do you go up and touch your family with your hands? That's someone's child. How do you live with yourself? How do you sleep at night? I don't understand. Where is your soul? Bring it back in your body. This is enough. Enough. Absolutely enough.
To the place where I belong. I wanna be free, so free, like a feather blowing through the breeze, like a bird in the trees, like a dolphin in the seas. I wanna fly high, so high, like an eagle in the sky.
People have been prayed into this world since time immemorial. A prayer from the elders with love for each and everybody, opening a door to their future instead of slamming the door shut as colonialism, these governments of what they call the United States and what they call Canada, slams the door in the face of their own children, saying, I guess you don't deserve a future. I guess you don't deserve the things that we've always loved. I suppose that birthright to that clean water and these beautiful things that we've had doesn't matter to you.
I'm coming home to the place where I belong. I wanna be free, so free, like a feather blowing through the breeze, like a bird in the trees, like a dolphin in the seas. I wanna fly high, so high, like an eagle in the sky. And when my time has come, I'm gonna let it all go with the sun.
We have every right to walk straight through here.
We will walk through if you don't allow us through.
And will have particular utility by helping to resolve the live controversy between the media and police. Well, people, we have a live controversy right here.
This was the original plan that was portrayed to me. That's the spot that you're standing at. It's not the next yellow tape.
Please don't talk to her elder that way.
It's a two-way street,
Please
sir.
don't talk to her
No,
elder.
then you don't talk to me that way either. You can't dictate the whole way as to what's going to happen. We're trying to meet in common ground.
I don't understand you.
Okay.
Are you trying to tell me that you want to meet on common ground on my land?
Sir.
The RCMP have been given the liberty to break and disregard the instructions of the law. That, in fact, is an admission of a police state.
long have you been here?
In this hard block?
Yeah.
What time is it?
It's 3.
Since 5 hours?
Hold them accountable for stealing my shit. And all of the evidence that I have from this morning. You guys are literally the classic example of abuse of power. It's bullshit. You stole my DCM card out of my camera. I had to come on the other side of the line to grab my stuff.
Are you stating that you'll arrest us if we cross the line at this point?
Will we be arrested?
They could be arrested.
We could be, or we will be.
Because you know that would be illegal. Because you would be engaging in civil contempt of court if you did that. Because Justice Thompson ruled that that is unlawful.
Just take it back to court. Please keep videoing this abuse of power. Arresting me for obstruction for the 6th time with no backing.
Okay, so the RCMP
These handcuffs are so tight that you couldn't even get your pinky in between them and my arms right now. This is fucking bullshit.
The RCMP do not have legal authority for these actions. These actions are unlawful.
I see you're interfering with the tape off the tape.
She's from the National Observer.
And I need your card number. I demand
Get back!
I demand
now
to have your badge number.
You are not under arrest. You are not detained. You do not get my information.
I'm with the press and I'm
it
legally
doesn't matter
here,
who you are.
and you legally need to give
Where's
me your badge.
I'm not asking you again. You're not getting your information.
So I'm with the media. I just want this on record. Is nobody giving me your badge number? I'm recording this. You're not arrested, so no.
So I invite all of your officers to participate in our peaceful protest and indeed protect and care for and give the honor that you will deserve them. Yeah. Because honor, like self-respect, is an earned thing. Yeah. It doesn't come with your badge.
Yeah.
You will earn your self-respect when you indeed start respecting people and their rights. By giving up these people and making sure they get their private property back without the extortion of the condoning of extortion by the RCMP and indeed taking a part in extortion. So that is why I feel that you must now confront yourself first with what we call honesty.
Yeah.
And that, in fact, is a truth and reconciliation part. The Truth and Reconciliation Act says that we must do truth and reconciliation and help people heal. But guess what? Your bosses, the government, are trying to heal the people that you squashed. Whereas when we should be having truth and reconciliation of how we are governed. And that is a part of your job to, in fact, enforce the law that they've made.
Hey, Bill, they've got their pepper spray
They're
out
getting
again.
their pepper spray ready.
They're not going to let us go by. Excuse me, officer, what's going on right now? Can you speak? What? Can you speak to why your officers have pepper spray?
You're doing
Even though I have this heavy weight of responsibility on my chest, it's not all up to me. I am not alone in this. There are lots of people who feel the same. And I choose to notice I'm not alone in this. Even though it feels like a heavy weight of responsibility on my chest, I deserve to be able to breathe fully and deeply. Take another breath.
Every place on Mother Earth has a name. You just might not know it. Beauty all over Turtle Island and Mother Earth. So ask yourself and take a note of where you happen to be on Turtle Island and Mother Earth. And ask yourself, really ask yourself, deep down, just one question. What can you do to help save Mother Earth? That's it.
We can make a comeback.
Next question.
Save it for our kids. And I could tell you, son, that I gave all I had to give to build a big wolf pack. Get 'em howling at the wind. Yeah, we could make a comeback. Feel the weight of it all and I let it sink in. But this ain't nothing new, it's what I'm always thinking. And a break in the flow is like my mind blinking. A moment of rest, nah. And in the pause I can feel all the weight start to lift. Like a rift in the clouds, like my favorite song loud. A story coming clear over the crowd, so I listen in close, nah. Yeah, and I hear the future go something like this. Sound of the singers coming through crisp. Steady ourselves, climb back to the bliss, and welcome anything that walks through that mist. And so I insist that we go there together. Start from the bottom, build something much better. Whatever the weather, it's right on time, cause the moment's arrived now. Yeah, we can make a comeback. Save it for our kids. And I could tell you, son, that I gave all I had to give to build a big wolf pack. And get 'em howling at the wind. Yeah, we could make a comeback. See, the truth is that I don't know where to begin. In the ocean, the forest, the political grin, the methane, the coup, the violence within. Guess I'll look for a sign, nah. And the second I look, oh, there it appears, hiding behind all that sorrow and fear. And when I look in your eyes, I can see it so clear. We're one and the same, nah. So come back to love, come back to the land. Come back together and come lend a hand. Come back to the soil, come back to the sand. Come back to yourself, nah. We can make a comeback. And save it for our kids. And I could tell you, son, that I gave all I had to give. And I wish you hadn't done that. Thrown our future to the wind. But we can make a comeback. Yeah, we could make a comeback. Save it for our kids. And I could tell you, son, that I gave all I had to give to build a bigger